Hey y'all, this is Steve with DQ Barbecue, and today we're making some cookies on the Kamado cooker. Y'all hang out. Alright y'all, with Christmas fast approaching and the holiday season in full swing, I wanted to cook something today that really got me in the spirit. And when I think of Christmas, there's one food that sticks out to me above all others. That's my Grandma Jo's Pecan Tassies. Now, sadly Grandma Jo passed away this year, but her spirit definitely lives on in her family and how she taught us all to take care of each other. And one way that Grandma Jo took care of you is she fed you, and my goodness did she feed you. If you went to Grandma Jo's house around the holiday time, whether you planned to or not, you were going to leave there with a bucket full of Christmas cookies. And my personal favorite were her Pecan Tassies. I'm real excited about today's cook. Let's go ahead and get the akorn fired up. Since we're baking cookies today, we don't really have to wait for our meat to come up to room temperature like we normally would, so we're going to go ahead and start today's cook by getting our cooker ready to go. And we're going to do this just like we do every other cook. We're going to start with some good base lump charcoal. Today, again, we're using royal oak. We're going to go ahead and try to make a little pyramid as best we can, and place our tumbleweed fire starter. Go ahead and light that off, and then place some charcoal around it to try to get as much action off that flame as we can so we can get those coals nice and hot. So now we're just going to wait for those coals to go ahead and ash over and get hot. We'll place our diverter pan, and then we'll adjust our vents to try to get to that 350 temp. While this is heating up, let's go inside and get those tassies ready. Alright y'all, so while we're waiting for our cooker to come up to temp, we're going to go ahead and take care of our crust and our filling. Now I took care of our crust last night, and let me show you what I did with that. To prepare the crust for our pecan tassies, we're going to need 3 ingredients. We're going to need 2 cups of butter, 12 ounces of cream cheese, and 4 cups of flour. Now do yourself a favor and let this stuff soften a little bit beforehand. But when we mix it, we're going to go ahead and start with what is the hardest ingredient. For me right now, that was the butter. So we're going to go ahead and get the butter into the mixer and start beating on it a little bit till it softens up and becomes much smoother. Now once we're happy with that texture of the butter, we're going to go ahead and add that 12 ounces of cream cheese in there and start to get that mixing into the butter. Now, when this has become a pretty smooth mixture together, we're going to go ahead and slowly add the flour little bit by a little bit until eventually we get the whole 4 cups of flour mixed into the rest of the ingredients. And that's it. So now that we've got our dough all ready, we're just going to go ahead and put it in a bowl, cover it, and chill it overnight. Now tomorrow morning before I start making these, I'm going to want to pull this dough out of the fridge really early because it's going to need some time to warm up and get ready for the rest of the cook. Alright, so since we got our crust taken care of, let's go ahead and take care of our filling. Y'all get in here and I'll show you what we're about to do. Okay, so to get our filling ready for our pecan tassies, we're going to start with 4.5 cups of brown sugar. Now if that sounds like a lot, it's because it is. This recipe will make 90 pecan tassies. To that, you're going to add 6 tablespoons of real butter, 6 eggs. We're going to do a half a teaspoon of salt and a full teaspoon of vanilla extract. Now once you get that all in there, just go ahead and start blending it up. You want to blend it till it all becomes one cohesive filling. Now at this point, we're going to add 3 cups of chopped pecans. Now don't chop them too fine. Just get them chopped up and get them in there, kind of like pecan pie. We're going to go ahead and let that blend. There you go. There's our filling for our pecan tassies. To get our tassies ready, we're going to take some of this dough, roll it out into a ball. We're looking for roughly the size of a golf ball here. After that, we're just going to drop it down into one of the slots here in our mini muffin tray and use our thumbs to squeeze it out against the sides. And we're going to give it a little bit of a lip here. After that, we just dump some of our filling right in the middle. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and finish out the rest of this tray, and I'll see y'all in a minute. So our tassies are all done up. Now it's time to just check that cooker and make sure it's close to that 350-degree range, and we'll get these on. Let's go check it out. Alright y'all, so our ThermWorks smoke is telling us we're right around that 350 range. It's great. Time to get our pecan tassies on the grill. Now we're going to let them set here for about 15 minutes. We'll check them. They might need to go another 5 minutes to completion, but hey, that's just fine. So all right, let's go ahead and get them on, and we'll see how they turn out. Now, y'all might have noticed I didn't actually add any smoke wood to this cook, and that's because I meant not to. I'm just looking to cook these outside. You could just as easily do this in the oven, but hey, that's not as fun. All right, y'all. We've been on here on the Kamado for about 20 minutes. Let's take a peek and see if it's time to get them inside. Oh, looks like I might have overfilled them a little bit, but yeah, we're looking done. Let's get these inside and let them cool off. All right, y'all, surprise. We didn't get 1,000 likes on that last video, but what can I say? My daughter loves to dress up in our reindeer onesies, so here we are. And she's gonna help me with the best part, taste testing these Pecan Tassies. You ready, Addie? Okay. Bite. Big bite. All right, Goose. What do you think, baby? That's a big bite, huh? All right, y'all, so here's a taste test by myself. It's good. It's not as good as Grandma Joe's, because Grandma Joe didn't make it, but it's good. This is one of my favorite Christmas recipes that I've ever had. If you like what we're doing here, go ahead and hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe. Hey, I've got a few more videos coming out right after the holidays. And thanks for tuning in. Again, I don't know if y'all wanted it or not, but my daughter did, so y'all got the reindeer onesie. Till next time, y'all take it easy.